As traffic is getting heavier and heavier as normalcy slowly starts to creep in, more and more people are getting stuck inside their cars as opposed to being stuck at home. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing. But with this, infotainment screens, if they weren't in the past, have now become an even bigger selling point when it comes to automobiles. What used to be found only on premium automobiles is now found in most standard sedans, SUVs, and what have you. It's pretty much a nod to the fact that all the drivers out there have a bevy of information inside their smartphones to keep them entertained during, well, soul-sucking traffic. Now, we've listed 5 manufacturers that in our opinion have great infotainment systems, just in case you find yourself stuck in the kind of traffic where it takes you 3 hours to travel 3 kilometers. Remember those good old days? Oh, I gotta point out that these head units satisfied us in terms of overall look, performance, and of course, multimedia functions. Honda has always been known to lead the way when it comes to innovation, and in the Civic and City, these two sedans have very impressive infotainment systems. There's no question that the Honda City is one of the most value-packed options in its segment. It's remarkable how the 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system is available on all variants, well, except for the base SMT. The head unit features AM/FM radio, Bluetooth connectivity, WebLink, and even Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Its physical buttons make it easier to operate than before, but it would have been better if it came with a volume knob, I think. The top-tier RS is paired with an 8-speaker audio system that fills the City's cabin pretty nicely. Like its sibling, the Honda Civic also gets great head units. We're talking here of the more advanced 7-inch touchscreen found on the mid-range 1.8e and the top-of-the-line RS. Now, compared to the previous model, the revitalized Civic now comes with physical buttons including a volume knob, making the screen much easier to operate. Multimedia functions include AM/FM radio, Bluetooth connectivity, HDMI input, and even Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now, Kia will give Honda a run for its money in terms of infotainment systems with the Soluto and the Forte. Despite being one of the smallest cars on the list, the Soluto packs in big surprises in terms of its seamless infotainment system. Even with its affordable price range, the entire Soluto lineup is one of the few models in its segment to offer a 7-inch touchscreen display. It comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth, auxiliary, and USB inputs, making the smartphone integration of the Soluto the best in its class. But the standard 8-inch touchscreen on the Kia Forte is an absolute delight. Now, aside from its floating type integration on the dashboard, it has great resolution and is highly touch responsive. Like the Soluto, Kia's compact sedan also comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Other multimedia functions include AM/FM, CD, Bluetooth, and auxiliary input. This infotainment system is paired with a 6-speaker setup for higher trim levels, which pumps out a decent amount of bass. Mazda is no leading Japanese manufacturer for nothing, especially when it comes to infotainment. The smallest Mazda 2 in its range is definitely not small in features. Its sold variant is equipped with a 7-inch infotainment system, and the screen features the first-generation interface of the Mazda Connect system. Like most modern cars, this subcompact sedan comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and other multimedia functions. Worth noting are the speakers because despite being the smallest and most affordable model in its pack, the Mazda 2, like other Mazda vehicles, gets a quality speaker setup with 6 units on board. Now, unlike the Mazda 2, the Mazda 3 features the very latest version of the Mazda Connect interface. Aside from the classier layout, the 8.8-inch infotainment system can't be operated as a touchscreen, but through the Mazda Connect dial or on the steering wheel. Still, it's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, AM/FM, and Bluetooth. Plus, when you opt for the 2.0 Skyactiv Premium Automatic, you'll get a glorious 12-speaker Bose sound system, putting its infotainment experience a few notches above its competition. It also has Bose's premium suite of software sound features, which includes an equalizer and a host of other features to make audiophiles drool. Now, the Mazda 6 may have the same infotainment system as the smaller 2, but the difference is that you get a sublime 11-speaker Bose sound system on either its diesel or turbocharged gasoline variant. Apart from that, it's the same story with the 3 for the more advanced audio features. Now, despite being relatively new in this game, MG has upped its game when it comes to infotainment. Like the MG5, which is delightfully packed with features. Select variants are equipped with a huge 10-inch touchscreen that provides all the essential multimedia functions, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's also worth mentioning that you can control where you want the sound system to focus its output. Far from being your average run-of-the-mill sedan, the MG6 is the most affordable fastback that you can get in the country. And it's equipped with an 8-inch touchscreen as standard on both the Alpha and Trophy variants. Like its other stablemates, its display offers various multimedia functions like AM/FM radio and Bluetooth. However, it's only available with Apple CarPlay. The 6-speaker sound system is nice enough, and there's a lot of adjustability for sound levels. And lastly, Volkswagen is definitely no pushover when it comes to technology and infotainment. The Lamando sits as the brand's mid-size sedan offering, with the range-topping SEL equipped with a large 9.2-inch infotainment screen. Quite remarkable is that the Lamando is one of the few models in the market to be equipped with gesture control, allowing you to navigate through the head unit with just a wave of your hand. Of course, it gets a set of multimedia functions including AM/FM radio, CD, auxiliary input, and even Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And that makes our list. Remember, however, that regardless of how great these infotainment systems are, if you're going to get these automobiles or if you already have them, eyes should always be on the road. Safety first, everyone. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.